Hey everybody, it's Tiff. I am just attempting to make a little something or other to help you guys out. So this is an image that I took today with the lovely Miss Tracy. I'm just going to show you how I would normally process this one. So I zoom in pretty close. You can see she did have my handy dandy makeup artist come and do makeup for her, but she does have a few little things that we need to fix up. We've got a little scar there on her arm, and we should take care of this little bruise. And of course she has a few little blemishes here and there, but she has like super pretty white teeth and super pretty brown eyes, and her lips look really pretty. This is using that little Kirby reflector that I like to use, so you can kind of see that it has the little schmutzer here, the little reflection in the curve. The poor light almost fell on the girl today. I don't know what the hell was going on with that, but shit happens. So anyway, I am going to show you what I would normally do. First thing I would do is I hit Control J to duplicate the layer. Hit J again, grab my patch tool over here. Yay, patch tool. And then I go through and I just select these little owies and fixie. And I'm obviously do this quite a bit. Now this little hair across her forehead I'm going to get rid of too. And if you're wondering, this girl is super sweet. She drove a little over an hour and a half maybe to get here. Again, just a total little doll. Her mom is half Japanese, I think she said. I don't know what is all up with that, but see, I'm just kind of fixing things with a little patch tool just to make myself happy. So that's pretty good for her forehead, so I'm going to go down here and clean up her face. Just a little bit here. A little schmutz here. Isn't this fun to hear my Midwest accent? Yay, Midwest! Okay, I might just fix that too because that just annoys me. And we've got a little hair down here that I think I can get rid of. Shut up, Photoshop. Looks like she's got a little scratch on her teeny poo here. Isn't her teeth nice and white? They're so pretty. I'm jealous. Little schmutz there, little schmutz there. Little schmutz. Shut up, Photoshop. A bit more schmutz. Get rid of a little hair there. Interestingly enough, that hair that I just photoshopped out, I didn't realize it was attached when she was leaving, and I grabbed it to kind of brush it out of her face, and it was attached. So I felt like a dumbass. Again, just using this patch tool. Patchy. Shut up, Photoshop. Okay, so then what I'm going to do now is just take in and do a new layer. Do a little clone stamping just because that annoys me down there. Of course, it looks like shit. So I might just go back to the patch tool. Clone with that and get rid of some of that. Hey, look at that. Works much better. Okay, so this would be like my blemish layer, so I don't know if you can see much of a difference, but there's fixed, unfixed. So then what I go ahead and do is I hit Control J and I duplicate this layer again. What I'm going to go through, her under eyes you see aren't really too bad, but I always do a little bit of work with those, so I just select the patch tool, bring it down a little bit. I don't like the way that brought down. Oh, I see the makeup brush here that I need to do with. And then over here, just grabbing it again. Hoping the voice recognition is working on this. My microphone is being a little bitch. Okay, so you can see there's a little bit of a difference there. So what I'm going to do is I adjust the opacity just a little bit until her under eyes just get a little bit smooth, but you can still see some of the texture and everything like that. So that's my basic blemish work that I do on an image. So now what you're going to see me do is run an action. It's my autoloader action. I run it all the time. What it has in there, a few MCP actions. The high definition sharpening that's free, the eye doctor dentist, which I think is like 40 bucks, totally worth it. And a couple other things from her quickie collection. I don't always use those. You'll see when it comes through that they're default turned off. So I'm just going to hit play on this little action and it's going to be happy. And we just wait because my computer's slow, so I'm going to have a little Corona sippy poo here. Okay, so now you can see what I have here. I have my high definition, and then these sharp as attack, darken the pupil, brighten the whites. These are all the Eye Doctor Dentist. The crackle and pop are just if I want to add a little bit extra pizzazz to the picture. So the high definition has a mask in it, so what I do is I just go in typically and I mask off the skin, because we don't want to extra sharpen the skin, and we'll turn on the mask so you can see kind of what I'm masking off here. I do leave it on the eyes and the eyebrows. I do take it off the background, so here. Just because I don't like the way it messes with my smush. You all know that I like my smush. We all know our little shortcut keys, right? Control plus brings us into where we want to be. Yay, masking, woo! I do like to leave the eyebrows sharpened though, because we like to have nice sharpie hair. Okay, that's probably a little bit more detailed than I would normally do, but I'm just being nice for you guys, because I'm just awesome like that. So you see, whoa, holy crap on a cracker, her eyes are way sharp. Then I'm going to do my sharp as attack layer. From the Eye Doctor. The other ones I typically don't do. If you want to see what they do, darken the pupil or lash line, you can kind of go in and, I don't ever do this, but you can make the pupil darker, you can pull in a little dark around here. I don't ever mess with that shit. I'm a makeup artist for a reason. Brighten the whites, you can go in and make the white really bright. Again, I don't really like doing that because it can tend to look really unnatural, but you can kind of get the gist of what that is. Turn it off. And then brighten the iris. Sometimes I do this for the brown-eyed girls. You can just kind of go in and see how it brightens up everything, and then I usually just reduce it way down. So it just makes it pop a little bit more. And then the enhanced catch lights, if you push on that, it just makes the catch lights brighter. But again, I don't mess with any of that. So that's what I would basically do. Here's the crackle. It's kind of pretty, but it kind of messes with her eyes a little bit too much for my taste, if you see what that does. She looks like a sharpity sharp gotcha kind of girl, so we're not going to mess with that because I just don't ever do that. Okay, so I flatten everything at this point. What I'm going to do now is hit a shortcut.